You're listening to Rodney Rogers Outdoors Radio, where we turn it upside down and look at the outside from the inside out. It's safe, it's legal, and we're having a blast. So put your shoes on, my friend, because we're going outdoors.
Welcome to Rodney Rogers Outdoors. I'm Rodney Rogers, although I may not sound like Rodney Rogers. This is my partner, Coaches in Crime, Mike the Man himself. Coy, how you doing, brother?
One man's trash.
It's another man's treasure.
It's another man.
I have Nick with us tonight.
I love you.
My all-time greatest hunting companion, compadre, my right-hand man. Welcome to the show.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the invite.
How many times has he been on the show before? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it has.
Yeah, he says he has. I don't. I'm
like,
old, Mike.
You know, like all of them, I think.
I'm old.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say maybe with us three, maybe four.
Really?
Yeah. This might be the fourth.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, you've done 94 shows, Rodney.
I know. This is show 94.
They made medication for that.
This is exactly. This is our 94th show. Oh man, I'm going to struggle through this thing, Mike. I'm going to get through it. This is our 1 hour vacation. If you want to partake,
Rodney went to the Justin Bieber concert last night and screamed all night long.
scream to no
Totally
end.
lost his
Justin
voice.
Bieber! Might have been the
little
Luke Bryan concert.
your
Either
little-
way, it's the same thing. Ain't it?
Can't remember either way.
If you want to, if you have any questions for us, hashtag us on Twitter at hashtag RROR. That's our hashtag.
Yeah.
I know that we're RROD, but let's do RROR for now. We may change that down the road.
Just because we want to screw you up.
We want to throw a wrench in the
Confusion.
monkey works. Monkey in the wrench works, or monkey wrench in the works,
Yeah.
something like that. You can call us at 262-345-7763. You can tell me to shut up and let Mike talk because my voice is obviously not the best.
Or tell Nick and I to shut up because Rodney sounds sexy.
Mike
Sexy.
got that low,
Oh,
swing it low.
stop it now.
Yeah, if it isn't indeed and it's Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time, we are indeed about as live as it can be. So call that number Rodney just gave you there, or it's on the screen down here, along with that turkey right here in the
See the
center.
turkey? I like this
Right,
turkey.
that turkey, one of these. Got
Not
it?
that turkey.
Come on.
This turkey right here.
Well,
It is Thanksgiving. I like the turkey. Have mercy. Not happy Thanksgiving. Have mercy. Speaking of which, today is the 24th. I want to throw this out there before we get started. This is my sister's birthday,
Oh, happy birthday,
Ramona.
Ramona.
Quick.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just want to give her the most heartfelt, warm shout out. It's her birthday. She is an amazing mom, an amazing sister. I love her with all my heart. I don't know where I'd be without this girl.
Wow.
She's absolutely heaven sent to her daughters, and obviously, her and I grew a lot closer. I just think, I got so much of my dad in me that she kind of grabs on. And I just want to tell her that I love her more than anything in this whole wide world, sis. Happy birthday. I'm going to call you after the show. I kind of wanted it to drag on. If I felt bad not saying it on Facebook, I just kind of wanted to surprise her. I hope she's listening tonight, sis. I love you, sweetheart. Happy birthday. You're 29 in my book.
That's great.
You probably
I would have said 19, sis. So happy birthday. I love you. Just know I love you more.
Happy
Very
birthday,
nice,
honey. I
yeah.
love you, and I do
birthday,
everything in the
Ramona.
world for you. And she's come a long ways.
Very nice.
So right on. We got that out of the way.
Yeah, 2 days for Thanksgiving. So, and it
I like phenomenon.
phenomenon.
Phenomenon. Phenomenon.
So I say another man's trash is another man's treasure. Have you noticed that the 2 days, actually any time,
Yeah.
that there's a certain area of my property, which is in proximity where you put the garbage cans out,
Yes.
you can put anything there and people will take it.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So if you have things you
Yeah.
want to get, because a lot of stuff, I'm like, it's not trash.
Right.
So I don't want to just throw, I would rather somebody use it. So, you put it out a day or two before the garbage man comes. and things just computers, monitors. We had a stool that was in the garage that Kim used when her studio was in the garage.
Right.
And a really nice stool, but I'm a pack rat, so I hang on every Saturday. I put it out by the corner, and it just disappears. But I think it's just weird though. What is that line away from that area?
I think
if it's in the middle of the driveway,
they know it's
off.
not.
So there's a gray area between. Hey, that's mine now.
Yeah. You no longer own that chair.
You left that unattended too close to the curb.
That's exactly right.
That's why I pull my car up closer to the house when I pull on the drive, because
it might be in that.
Yeah.
area.
If it's in that zone, it's gone. It was out by the curb, the trash curb. Yeah, that's exactly.
Have you ever taken anything from somebody else's?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I took
I think it's unanimous, probably, right?
I took a antique coffee table. Driving down the road, guy had his front door wide open. I saw it sitting like in the hallway. I scraped all his keys off though. I ran with it. Yeah, but it's a nice table.
And even if you don't take anything, you slow down and look.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if it's anything other than a garbage can or garbage, but you slow down.
Well,
wait, maybe.
Yeah, I'm
that
a sucker.
might work in the back room.
I'm a sucker for wood furniture, real wood furniture.
Yeah,
of any kind. The cushion. But when you get that stuff that's not particle board, you can feel them. I mean, when you see that real oak wood, whether it's antique or not,
I can do something with that.
Yeah, exactly. There's some craftsmen that you
sure.
can do some stuff with that. You could refinish it. I mean, there's just so much stuff. Every table that's real wood has potential. When it's not that particle board crap.
Yeah.
So there's my daughter jams on me all the time. Daddy, you got 3 coffee tables. In the living room. I drink a lot of coffee, honey.
I'm telling you.
You need a table wherever you might happen to be.
Right. I got one in the bathroom.
Yeah, why not?
One to shower. So yeah, exactly. There's a zone there.
So we got all kinds of things tonight going on, Rodney. We got a few minutes for top stories, but I don't know if we're talking about anything specific. It's Thanksgiving. I do have some viewer mail for you to answer, and a few things
I got one little top story. What do you think?
Let's jump in.
Let's do it. The guy's 68 years old. You ready for this one? Nikki brought this up, and I've been trying to find it. I heard about it. Tavares man. A man was taken to the hospital. Now, this was a couple weeks ago.
Tavares is a town just 20 miles from here? 50,
yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, about north of here.
Northeast.
And he was pulling weeds on his lake, and a 7-foot alligator just come up and grabbed him out of the arm. Literally said he was pulling weeds, and he just all of a sudden felt pressure, and blam, this thing had him by the arm. And I'm a firm believer that, while gators will attack you, it's extremely rare.
Very.
And I always feel that there's something behind every alligator attack. The guy in the Everglades got his hand bit off. He said he was pointing at the alligator, and I told him on, I was listening, on real radio. I said, there's no way. You don't point at alligators, and they get mad. I've pointed at millions of alligators, never been bitten.
Very rude, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very rude. Some of them are very sensitive.
They have a tendency to roll their eyes.
Well, come to find out, and I called it the day it happened. I said, this guy was feeding him. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
He's in the Everglades. He's got a boat full of people. He's trying to get on this show. The guy, gator bites his hand off. And I always say there's something to it, Not be that much, But it's like Nick was saying earlier. Somebody's feeding these things. And this is the result right here. So now,
Yeah.
I had this been a young kid, that alligator would have drug him in the water.
Rodney, at least one of somebody listening tonight's paying attention on the instructions on the RROR.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the birthday wishes on the show, my brother. I love you with all my heart.
Oh, that's my sis.
RROR, you're the best.
Oh, that's my sis. Thank you, baby.
There you go.
I'll call you after the show and give you the proverbial. Proverbial. That's a new toy when you can shake it up and squeeze it. Like a Furby, but it's more proverbial.
Like a bleep.
I can't. I'm trying, Mike. I'm sick here. Work with me.
I'll work with you all night long, buddy.
I think it was this exact time last with you guys.
Yeah.
But we're not
repeat that.
Yeah.
Mama killed me.
Gulf amberjack conservation measures.
New rules
hear
are
about
taking
this?
effect. Yeah, lay it on us. Let's talk about that.
Let's see it. It's meeting in Panama City Beach. Greater Ambajack closes statewide Saturday, November 21st, and will remain closed through December 31st. Both state and federal waters will reopen again on January 1st, 2016. But this is an effort to, again, conserve. They thought they were going too far.
Right.
They shut it down. I'm finding more and more as I'm seeing these regulations, and I think the bear hunt has brought it to light and consciousness to me on how much the FWC they do. It's just not a website you go to. Right. It's an organization.
Right. Or buy your fishing license.
Yeah, exactly. One more here while we're on the same thing. Triggerfish.
Oh, did you see that one?
Yeah, triggerfish bag limits have changed. I guess it was 14 inches, but now it's, let me make sure I'm getting, it's 12. No. Yeah, 12 inch.
Right.
12-inch size limit and 10 fish recreational bag limit. So they back that down, I guess. And that does what? Leaves them.
Well, what they're doing is, here's how this works. And this is where your dollars go in the FWC. I mean, they actually get spent on research. They take they take polls. They got people at these boat ramps. That they go, hey, what'd you catch today? Well, I caught a triggerfish. How big? 18 inches. Well, are you seeing a lot of triggerfish? Well, they note this. So a lot of fishermen will come in and see those guys and ignore them and get actually pissed off at them because they're there. I'm not telling you nothing. They don't understand. This is what the FWC don't have 9,000 boats. They can't go. And dive all over the state of Florida.
You're an ambassador, an
extension. An ambassador. You said it right on the money.
Yeah.
You buy the license, help us help you kind of thing.
Exactly. That's where our money goes.
That's exactly right. So you can't ignore that or nothing will ever change.
Yeah. So
that's why I take part of every survey they ever send me, whether it's duck, fish. If I don't do it, I just say, look, I didn't do it this year, and trout I catch, so, all this matters.
I tell you what, the Florida plan, here's another, and conserving 57 imperiled fish and animals ready for public comment. So they're putting a plan together on 57 different fish and animals, and they want people's feedback on it. But there's a PDF you can download. And I even just skimmed it, and I'm gonna push this off for another week because I'd really love to read through this.
Yeah.
But it is mind-blowing, the details on not just bear, deer.
So I didn't mute. Sorry.
Well, you remember at the top of the show when I said, if you got your phone muted?
Yeah, I turned mine off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if
I think Rodney came in late for the pre-production meeting.
Every time I bring two,
Mike, I think it's his congested ears.
Yeah. He's gonna. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
He's falling apart at the seams.
Yeah.
Should we play some Josh Turner again and sing "I'm Your Man" again?
Sorry, man. Hell's my mute button on this. Everything's muted. What am I? What is it?
Oh, you know what's muted? Not muted? Is your iPad muted?
I thought. Okay.
Rodney, you're a hoot. That's all I can say.
I'm sorry.
But anyways, it's just not the big, the duck and the bear.
Right.
It's here's 8 mammals: a big cypress fox squirrel, eastern chipmunk, Everglades mink, Florida mouse, homosassa shrew, Sanibel rat, and then it goes into birds, and it's got a list, and then 12 reptiles and 4 amphibians and 9 fish and 3 invertebrates. The Black Creek crayfish, Florida tree snail, and Santa Fe crayfish.
Crawl.
These guys are busy.
Yeah.
So we'll backburner this because this
interesting topic.
This is a whole episode.
Yeah.
That's a whole episode.
The thing, not having a TV for so many years, this is what I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
When they post this, I research all those things. The spoonbills,
and for that, we thank you.
Yeah. And I want to know what I'm seeing out there.
Mm-hmm.
The snail kites, we duck hunt. Where we duck hunt, we see tons of snail kites. They're protected. They're endangered. And it's just so great to watch them. And this is the only place you get to see them because we have so many snails. So, I mean, it's pretty awesome, man.
Rodney, we have Jason asking, have you ever lost a shotgun while duck hunting?
Hey, have
Does
you
that
ever
ring a
lost
bell,
a-
gentlemen?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mike,
Yeah.
we haven't told you the story.
Let's talk about the weekend. We did.
So
Yeah.
we haven't talked about. So we went duck
Good
hunting this
stuff.
weekend. We did. Our Georgia boys came in that listened to the show pretty faithfully. We took Parker, 10 years old, first duck hunt.
Phenomenal.
We took Donnie, his first duck hunt, a little older than 13. We took Jason, and then Nick and I. We went duck hunting, and I thought it was going to be. I mean,
yeah.
the only thing we had going for us was no wind.
Yep.
Oh, really?
But the heat, it was 75. We woke up, we're sweating, trying to put waders on, sweating like a
Yeah, I thought I
fat
was
guy at a
gonna- yeah.
meatball buffet.
No, that'd be you.
So yeah, sweating like Nicky at a meatball buffet. So I thought, man, these
It's
guys
gonna be a bad
are in
day.
from Georgia. It's going to be just one of those days. Well, these things started flying, man, and they were flying right off the bat.
Amazing.
I
I
mean,
was like,
we
Really?
shot some ducks right
Yeah.
off the bat. I mean, Nick and I we had some things go wrong. They really didn't go right. We made some adjustments.
So when they didn't go right, what you're saying is they went wrong.
Total wrong.
right.
Right.
Wrong.
His went totally wrong.
Totally.
Correct on your saying. His went totally wrong. Mine was half and half. Yeah. Jason was in our boat. I said, hey, pull that arm out. Here's what we'll do. So he pulls the arm out thinking it was real long. It's real short, and he drops it right in the lake.
Yeah,
And it's gone. It's just out of sight.
gone.
And he felt bad. And I'm like, dude, I can remake another one
Yeah.
for 38 cents.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. We'll get the next one set up.
Memories.
So basically what this does allows us to stand up in our canoes and hunt out of canoes. So anyway, we get it all set up, throw our decoys out, and man, the ducks just started flying, and it was absolutely just phenomenal.
I think it was one of the best mornings that
Yeah.
I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. One of the best mornings we've had. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, a lot of ducks, different species.
Yeah.
It's the most species I've seen,
Really?
Yeah.
We only killed
Species.
one species.
Yeah.
But there was a few others.
What was your take? What was the quantity or the?
We shot probably 22 ducks.
472.
Shells at 22 ducks.
Now you periscoped live, and I was listening, and you'd already retrieved some.
Right.
So you shoot what 15, 20 minutes, a certain quantity, then
Yeah.
now let's go get them because it gets too hard to remember where they
Right.
all
That's
fell.
it. You hit it right on the head. Nick will remember. Nick and I have a system. He'll remember left half. I'll
Right.
remember right half. We've hunted together all our life. Kind of got this down. So we go out and we retrieve out of the first 15 duck shot. We retrieved 11 ducks, 12
Yeah.
ducks, 12 ducks,
12 ducks.
12 ducks.
Mind you, there was 2 big gators out there.
Yeah.
So,
So we had 2 big gators roaming around. I think they got a couple of our ducks, and they were right in the general
sure.
area,
That's
yeah.
which is okay with me. Gators
Absolutely.
got to eat too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, which was absolutely awesome that we found them. We went back into the blind. We shot another 5 or 6 ducks.
Yep.
So we ended up finding 13, 14
Yeah.
ducks total.
Okay.
Out of actually we shot 18, 19 ducks.
There's a picture of what's this gentleman's name?
This is Parker.
Parker.
So yeah, you can look on our web. We got Parker here. I don't even know what I'm holding. Oh, I'm holding a duck. Okay.
The camouflage works really well because
It
you're both
does.
holding a duck and you can barely
I
see
know
it.
you can barely see the duck. And tell you what, if you've not taken a 13-year-old hunting that's never done this and not watched that smile, he literally, that's why we do what we do,
Yeah.
Mike.
exactly.
That's
You
it.
know,
That is why
That's
we
it.
do what we do.
He didn't take his eye. I mean, when he shot the duck, it landed. He didn't take his eye.
I don't think he shot
And I'm
again,
like-
just watching his duck.
I was like, he says, it's right
That's
there.
awesome.
I said,
Yeah.
I got you, buddy. It's not going nowhere.
That's awesome.
So-
So yeah, when you send me that photograph, I say, great shot, literally
Yeah.
great shot, because on everybody's face, the first one I saw was all of you, the whole group with the ducks.
Right.
But it was just the joyous time. And
Oh,
of
yeah.
course on Parker's face, and I don't know what happened to my spelling when I put the duck
Duck hung in.
hung in.
Okay.
I'll need to do some correction there.
That is awesome. I didn't
Yeah.
even see the duck hanging.
We're on Lake Toho, right?
Yes, we were on
Okay.
Lake Tahoe. Yeah, same spot we've hunted
Okay.
for, my gosh, 15 years.
Yeah.
And then we got, like I said, we got the group pick there. You know what? One of the cool thing was is
Forgot what
I know. I was about to say things. One of the cool things, right there, the group picked. There's one in there that we got a dog. There's a dog.
Oh yeah, that was
black lab.
a good. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the background of the other one, but whose dog was that?
That was actually a young man who got
Trained
back
service
from
dog, yeah.
Afghanistan.
Oh, he wasn't
This
hunting
was
with you?
no, he was hunting out of that boat that's directly behind us, and he was the service dog
Gotcha.
for that young man.
Okay.
He was nice enough. The dog's name was Lizzie,
Well, how cool.
and I handed I don't know how many cards, cards
yeah.
out there at the boat ramp.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
You know, and so basically, you know, we were like, I told him, I said, hey, check it out. We're going to throw Lizzie up there. She was an absolute sweetheart.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Oh, so I'll make sure to put them up there. I wanted to check before. I'm always cautious when I just grab pictures off your Facebook posts and
Right.
Post away.
take liberties with them.
When it hits my Facebook, I always pre-warn everybody, hey, look, we're going to throw this.
So you guys have known each other how long? You've been friends how long?
All our life.
Well, no, he's not my friend. I just related to it.
Oh, yeah, I can't stand it.
Oh, you're related?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, you want to have some fun?
Absolutely.
Do you really?
No, I'm sick.
Rodney? Oh yeah. Wait, how long are you going to be sick? Because I'm tired of it already.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm done.
That particular
I'm not
game's
sick
over.
anymore.
Okay, let's have some fun, shall we?
Okay.
Let's play the newly friend game and see if you guys really know each other. You've known each other for what you say since you were born, 33 years, 53.
I like that.
47.
I'm 33. We'll go with 33.
So there's this thing that people are playing now called the newly friend game, but it works well for those who think they know each other. Okay? So we're gonna have a little fun. Here we go. Now the way this is supposed to be played, gentlemen, is I'm supposed to have you write this down. So you're supposed to answer for Rodney,
Okay.
and he's supposed to answer for yours. Okay?
All right.
Oh,
So we're gonna play the honor system a little bit here. So no flip flopping your answers just because they're
Gotcha.
revealed. Okay?
Gotcha.
So, for example, have you ever had a nickname? And you're going to answer, has Rodney ever had a nickname? That we could
Several.
say on a family-friendly show.
Day.
Is that correct?
As is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Very nice. Let me give you a ding-ding.
Thank you.
Okay. We're not keeping score, but what about this gentleman over here?
Yes.
Nickname for
Yes.
your buddy?
Neutron.
That'd be a no.
That'd be-
That'd be just,
Neutron Nick.
no. You know.
We called him Neutron Nick on the Harleys because he would.
Oh, he did. Yes, you're right. I
Okay.
apologize.
But it wasn't that was a recent
It
thing,
was just
obviously,
a
right?
recent-
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I mean,
very
he-
short-lived.
I don't know if he
Yeah.
really
For
had
one
a
Saturday.
nickname.
Yeah.
I don't think he's. Have you ever
One-
had a nickname?
No.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't ever. I mean, we've got some names.
All right. What about this one? What is someone's number one qualification for getting their man card?
Oh, who's answering that first?
Oh, you do. Go ahead.
Yeah, grabbing alligators. That's to me. That's the number one.
All right.
qualification.
So you've already forgotten the rules? No, that's
Yeah,
good.
Oh, you're speaking
Yeah,
for me.
yeah,
I
that's
know,
good. That's
but-
That was his answer.
I was.
We're already cheating.
good. Rodney, what? Neutron, what would be your answer for you?
I would-
Get out of this.
Same thing. Grab alligators.
Because in your world, that's how Grandma taught you, right?
Pretty much.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, he took his alligator to land.
Hey guys, it's karaoke night. What song are you going to sing?
The one.
The door turned the dice low.
That's what he's singing.
That's what he's singing?
That's what he's singing.
See, I might have guessed that for you.
No, that's his favorite
So
song.
that is your. Oh, really?
It is, Yep.
Okay.
Favorite song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, what about Mr.
Karaoke night.
Karaoke night.
What's
I would-
Rodney going to sing at karaoke night?
Anything with George Jones. I can't think of George Strait. I can't think of
Moving
it.
on. Okay.
Yeah.
Who is the last person
Come
you
on.
texted? Nick, who was the last person Rodney texted? And it's probably like 2 seconds ago because he's been on his phone all night.
I would probably say his sister.
Okay. Rodney?
Steve Schulteis.
Was it really?
Yes.
Okay.
Bro.
He asked if you were drinking your bourbon. I said, nope, camping trip.
Rodney, who was the last person Nick text? Nick's text.
Linda.
Really?
Yeah.
Very good.
Uh,
I'll give you a ding. I'll give you a not. I'll give you a not ding.
So
All right, here we go,
ladies.
ladies and
timed
gentlemen.
that perfect, didn't it?
Nick, what is Rodney's favorite Taylor Swift song?
I do got one.
Do you really?
Fullest. Got me.
Oh, I got one.
What is it?
It's the
name?
one.
How about we should just name? What's the name of Taylor Swift's
Yeah,
song?
it's the one where she goes
No, you got to name it.
up those stairs and out a little back bedroom where I learned to play guitar. And
You know, we're
on
still
my shoes.
we're still at a blank.
guess you didn't know.
No.
Out there under that tree,
That's what he's
my
saying.
lizard is buried in the yard. Ain't that Taylor Swift?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Hey, you're Dean.
What is your favorite number one? What's your number one pet peeve?
What's my pet peeve?
Yeah, exactly. This might work well. Nick, what's Rodney's number one pet peeve?
Ask how would I
You
say?
said that twice.
Ask
Yeah.
for advice and
Uh-huh.
not follow through with what nowhere near close to what he give you the advice.
Being an asshole.
Oh,
It's called an asshole.
oh, so if you ask his advice but don't
Yeah.
follow through, that drives him crazy.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yes, I
Okay.
would 100% agree with
Yeah.
that. Now
know
you
what?
just wasted both our times. Me
And
for
you know
giving
what?
you a
Yeah.
20-minute
Hey,
lecture,
yeah.
and you for doing what you were going to do any damn day.
Hey, and that is my nickname, by the way. Asco.
Yes, yes, it is. Nikki's pet peeve: dirty floors.
Really?
Dirty floors. Every time you see him, he's got a broom in his hand.
Always.
Really?
Yeah, dirty floors. He's got to sweep the floor.
Wow. You guys
So-
have known each other a time or
A
two.
minute or two.
There's a couple more. I got more, but let's. What's your favorite fast food chain?
Ooh.
Oh, I can probably guess his.
What?
Wendy's.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I would have to say that would be it. His used to be McDonald's.
Crystal Burger.
Oh man, that's
Crystal.
hard for me too.
Yeah.
That's right there.
That's,
Yeah.
Crystal Burger.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Okay,
Yeah.
which of your five senses would you say is your strongest?
Oh,
Oh yeah. I know what mine
I'm gonna
is. He
pick
knows.
his.
Go ahead.
Here's the smell.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
It's
Smell.
definitely when you
All
walked in
day.
tonight, I was like,
Yeah.
it's one of. I'm guessing it's Nick. That's what I'm saying.
Um,
Yeah, definitely smell for him. How'd I do?
oh,
Oh, yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. I can talk about something, he can smell it.
Stop.
That's how good it is.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I don't, he'll
Okay.
gag
I
on
don't
the
know why.
show if I say it.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Rodney?
Sight. Believe it or not, before you
As I wear,
Before he went blind.
As I wear my
Before he-
glasses.
yeah.
Before he went blind, he could see like a bird.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
probably. That's at this point. I'm
Yeah.
failing everywhere.
Rodney, does the nickname Red-Headed Shrimp mean anything to you?
Oh,
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah, that
that's
was
what my
that
sister
was,
called me.
yes.
yeah. I'm not calling
Yeah.
her after the show.
Yeah.
I hate her now.
Yeah.
I hate her now.
You're 472.
Yeah. You
There
old
you go.
bag.
Name, this is going to be interesting. Name something Rodney is really bad at.
Life. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'll give it to you. There you go. Nice job.
Name something I'm really bad at.
Something you're really bad at. Things
Be all right. You're gonna be. You gonna be all right with that run?
I'm okay with that one. I know. Okay.
I can't think of anything else because he's. I mean,
Well, okay.
Good
So
little
singing,
dance.
do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
But you're fine. That's great because you'll
Yeah.
sing anyways. I love that.
Yeah, I do.
no,
doesn't
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I sing to please me, not anybody
I love
else.
There you go, right here.
That's the only reason to sing.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
Unless
Yep.
you want to make money at it, then that's all.
yeah. Then
Yeah,
that's-
he's not. He'll
somebody
be
else's.
broke.
then again, we're in a failed
broke.
business.
Okay, what what about Nick? Name something
Automotive, man. This guy,
Oh,
he's
Achilles heel.
really.
really
Yeah.
bad at automotive. He can
Achilles
build
heel.
a house from ground up, but automotive, man.
Yeah, I'm a good inventor.
Yeah.
I am it, but
He's a gas and go kind of guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more.
Lay it on us.
Whatever the next one is, here we go. What's the worst rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
wow.
Oh, I know.
Well, we got so many, don't we?
Oh, no. See, Nick will say, "What that he don't take advice." That's
Yeah.
yeah.
That would be yeah.
What's the worst rumor I'd hear about myself?
I'm right around the corner.
I'll take that.
Seems to be some accuracy playing out here.
I'm right around the corner. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
5
I'm
minutes.
right around
Hey,
the corner.
I'm almost there.
3 days later.
3 days later.
Everything's only 3 miles away. I think it was Nick that took us to that Walmart that was 3 miles away.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you want to do? You want to answer?
You know what? I'm going to give a shout out
Shout it.
Shout it.
now.
We've already come to a custom that our holiday specials are
Just that. You got a couple things. When we were talking about the ducks, we never did answer the shotgun in the water question.
Oh, I thought
oh
we
yeah,
did back
yeah,
then.
yeah.
I thought
So-
we were over that. Sorry.
No. So Nick's paddling. He puts his shotgun behind him.
Yes.
He wanted it to get a little lower in the boat, so he
Mhm.
grabbed the life preserver and he grabs
Absolutely.
it, and it falls out of the boat into the
Yes.
water.
Yes.
So he goes, "Hey, cuz, yeah, I dropped my shotgun in the water." My
back.
first thought was, "So
Grab it.
mine's still in the boat."
No. It's,
Oh.
it's 5 feet deep.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
about
down.
5 feet.
It's
Yeah.
down there. Yeah.
So what are your options right now? Do you have options?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Tons of options.
the only option.
I had full waders on, which acts like a weight. If in my thinking, my waders fill up, I drown over a
While he's
shotgun.
standing up, people
Well,
never drown standing
No,
up. I'm gonna
well,
tell you.
you know,
So
Maybe that's what he's really bad at.
yeah, that's
Maybe that
thinking a lot. So I take
standing
my boat
up.
has 3 guys, so
Yeah.
I'm like real tipsy, and I said, "Well, let me get these guys off at the ramp." So I
Yeah.
did. So we dropped the guys off. I come back, and he's looking at me, and he's got young Parker in the boat, and I said, he goes, "It's just right here," and I said, "You're gonna have to jump in." Well, Parker's in the boat, and I said, "Okay."
well, I was waiting for him to
Well, you
pull up
wanted-
the side, but I can get over, so I didn't take a chance of tipping the
Sure,
boat
yeah.
with him in the
I
boat.
respect
so
that,
I'm gonna
Nick.
say, okay, so I want to keep the boy dry. It's his first duck hunt. Well,
We're
Yeah,
gonna go
that
wrong
old-
right here.
he's real, real old skinny guy,
Yeah, sure.
Nick jumps out of the boat
with my phone.
Mad. with his phone in his.
Yes,
Waders.
in my waders.
From bad to worse.
Yeah,
Oh, it just got
yeah.
like.
So he gets mad. He jumps back in the boat.
Without the shotgun.
Without the
totally.
shotgun,
With my phone.
with his phone all heating up and going 8.
I don't know why they
Nuts.
don't mint them with snorkels or something.
So I look at him and I go, "What are you doing? The shotgun's still in the water. Get out of the boat." So he jumps back out of the boat.
Oh, we pulled up what? 3 logs.
Yeah. No,
And-
you did. I didn't pull him in.
No. No. You know what? Throughout our lives, we
Level-headed.
level-headed. Now he'll fly off the handle.
You know me. You
Sure,
see me.
yeah.
Yep. And
He gets the same way.
I get the same way. And you know what? He counteracts me and I counteract him. And we actually,
That's how we get stuff done.
we get stuff done. And if it wasn't for him, telling me about his drive storage thing that he didn't tell me about. But anyway,
I
we won't
did.
talk about that. But
At the beginning, hashtag RROR. I opened my dry storage bag and said, "Hey, all phones."
Hey, he
So
did.
Jason was like, "Yeah." So we all put our
All dry phones. Nick, yours stays out.
yeah.
Well, mine got a snorkel.
Yeah. So
No, but you know
that's how
what?
that
So the shotgun.
And I walked around and I was feeling for it with my feet. And sure enough, lifted it up. There it was.
no,
No.
Okay.
people don't
Oh,
stand it up.
Well, it was
Yeah.
above my knees.
So, which led me.
Below
now,
my belly
we're all
button.
trying to rush out because we're going to my buddy's wedding.
Yes.
Which I want to give Rick and Angela total congratulations. This
Yes.
is where the
Yes.
story was going, and we totally railed.
Happily wed Marinos.
Happy,
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Moreno. It was a great wedding, and then just fantastic. We made the wedding on time. Everything went well, and voila, So, Rick, I want to give you congratulations. One of the Georgia boys listening. So we found the shotgun.
Yep.
Everybody got to the wedding on time, and the night worked out.
Good.
I stayed dry the whole time.
Very nice.
I didn't lose a phone this
Your
time.
phone's still working.
Yeah,
Good.
like a charm.
Oh, yes, he did.
Well, I want to mention something, then let's
Yes.
take a commercial break.
Okay.
But a week from this Saturday,
Yes.
December 5th, we're going camping.
Yes, we
I
are.
believe Nick's planning on hanging out with us.
Yes.
And I don't know if there's still spaces available. It's limited seating. I don't know if we ever said that, but
The reason we changed it, we're now in Lake Lizzie. We still got to get there by boat. Still going to be awesome, but we kind of filled up on people. So
you told me we changed it because the island was haunted.
it is haunted.
You gotta keep your story
We
straight,
got
Rodney.
ghost goats.
Okay. Yeah, because I want nothing to do with
They're
ghost
called
goats.
goats.
Bottom line is that we're at Lake Lizzie now, and go to the website. All the maps are there. But the camping trip.
Ghost.
Yeah, I turned you off. You want a ghost? Oh, hang on. Do it again. Did you? Oh, you muted. I think you turned everything.
Oh, that's
man.
funny. That's right.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to mute.
Okay. So anyway,
You didn't get that memo?
There you go. Yeah, I'll give you your sound effects back. So the camping trip actually is sponsored by Phillips Construction.
Phillips Contracting.
I'll get it right.
Yes, and you're about to hear the commercial now.
Thank you for putting
Yes.
exactly where I'm going with that.
Yes.
So we'll take a break and come back in just a few
got it.
mementos, right?
With 116,000 foreclosures in the state of Florida alone as of January 2014, a quality contractor is critical to the process of returning a foreclosed house back into a home. Let me introduce you to Phillips Contracting Incorporated. They are Florida state certified and an approved REO. PCI currently provides multi-level services to realtors, banks, asset managers, and private homeowners. Although they specialize in dealing with REO property repairs, they are a design-build company.
Here at PCI, we pride ourselves on professional, high-quality work. Our clients know that we're not your typical contractor. We're proud to be reliable, trustworthy partners with you. Our repair coordinators are ready to communicate with you honestly and quickly about every aspect of your project. We're here to say yes to our clients.
Phillips Contracting services Florida from Orlando to Miami. Whether you're looking for a quote, repair updates, or just want to talk business, give them a call at 941-483-3800.
Gnarly barley, come see why the whole world's singing. Gnarly.
What are you doing?
Dude, I am writing a song for Gnarly Barley.
I see that, but first of all, I didn't realize you could sing. Second of all, why don't you just tell the people how great the Gnarly Barley is, give them the address, and move on with the show?
Dude, have you ever had their flatbread? Their jalapeno flatbread with the cream cheese on top and the chicken and the special sauce on it. Holy moly. No, wait a minute. Obviously, by the look on your face, you ain't never had that big time Fiesta. Jalapenos, provolone cheese, tomatoes, red onions, and again, Fiesta lime.
Okay,
right?
that's it. Shut up, Chuck. We're out of here.
Are you serious?
Come on, we're out of here.
Truly one of Orlando's hidden gems, the Gnarly Barley offers a contemporary selection of bites and brews, serving a mind-blowing selection of craft beers and original mouth-watering menu creations. Barley and its incredibly accommodating staff have created a place that really is difficult to put into words. So do yourself a huge favor and come see why people are singing the praises of the Gnarly Barley.
Oh my goodness.
I told you that big time Fiesta.
That is phenomenal. I totally get why you're trying to write a song for that.
Not as simple as you thought, huh?
No. Okay, check this out. Gnarly Barley.
Come see why the whole town's singing gnarly
barley. Located at 7431 South Orange Avenue in Orlando, Florida.
After months of asking what more can we offer our listeners, the request we received above all others has finally been fulfilled. Bang Stick Records proudly presents Rodney Rogers' debut said, bringing you 10 original songs written and sung by Rodney himself. Your hearts will be warmed with songs like Gator Riding in the Moonlight, I Got a Stick and Something's Getting Tickled, I Thought It Was Poison Ivy, but now I think it's love. You'll love to drive the back roads and reminisce listening to What a Fish, What a Fish, or Scuba Diving is Better Than a Redneck Yard Sale. We know that you'll dance the night away with his rocking new hit, Punchin' My Man Card, or I've Got 99 Problems, but the fish ain't one. Or, I smell something fishy and I promise it ain't me. Also on this collection is Rodney Rogers' personal favorite. Make sure to tape their mouth shut if you're going to poke them in the tape. You're sure to enjoy this musical stylings from this lovable outdoorsman. You will fall in love with Rodney all over again as he candidly shares his heart and his vulnerability on his first hit single, I Don't Mind the Itching, but the Scratching's Making Me Tired. Rodney's music and the outdoors go hand in hand, so what are you waiting for? Run to the nearest Walmart and demand that they put it on their shelves. Then come home, pick up the phone, and order your own copy of Rodney Rogers, as my mama always said. Trust us, you'll play it 1,000,000 times. Operators are standing by.
Are you a scuba diver who loves to experience the wonderment of the underwater world? Scuba is a wonderful sport, full of adventure, but the fact is, it can be quite expensive. The dive boat alone can account for up to 70%. And the boat is not your only option. We're proud to announce the Rodney Rogers School of Shore Diving. This accelerated 30-minute course will teach you the critical skills necessary to scuba dive right from the sandy beaches of our beautiful coastline. You'll learn how to properly enter and exit the water, riptide, surf, and undertow techniques, important buddy tips, and most importantly, safety and first aid procedures, which unfortunately you'll probably need. Hear the excitement from actual students immersed in the Rodney Rogers shore diving experience.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, would you mind telling me about your experience at the Rodney Rogers School of Shore Diving? Oh my. Well, there seems to be a lot of commotion. Question, are you taking the course alone, or did you bring along some mates?
Friends? My friend is drowning over there.
Oh dear. Sir, may I ask you, what's it like having Rodney as your personal dive instructor?
I'll tell you.
Oh dear.
Sign up now and skip the costly expense of dive boats. Dive in your own schedule. Spend countless hours getting tossed in the sandy surf. Bond with friends by sharing near-death experiences. Truly explore the ocean on your own terms. Add fun, adventure, and the thrill of shore diving to your scuba skills at the Rodney Rogers School of Shore Diving.
I got a stick, something's getting tickled. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Mike, I want to show you something real quick.
What do you got there?
Tell me what you think.
What's all this scrambling about? That's a beautiful eagle.
That was taken in Kissimmee.
Oh, wow.
This picture was given
Nice.
to us. Let's see if you can see it up there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah,
you can see it on. Yeah.
There you go.
I'll tell you who gave it to us. My buddy Kevin gave this to us. He's a fan of ours, obviously. Super awesome guy. And his buddy shot the picture. And I'm going to tell you his name. I just want to give him a little shout out.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah. His name is Gary Anderson out of Kissimmee, and he shot this picture. He said it was basically just the luck of the draw, man.
That's
he
crazy.
saw it. It all just happened at this one time. Picture. So I'm going to.
That's phenomenal.
I've got some real rustic wood. I'm going to frame this out in.
Ooh.
That's good stuff.
I love
Yeah.
the fact that all the white background, if it's shot that way or taken
Yeah.
out, but that's phenomenal shot.
It turned out just phenomenal. So, yes, thank you, Kevin and Gary, for that awesome, awesome picture.
So we missed a call, Mr. Schulteis. If you rang our phone while we were on the break,
Yeah,
call us
definitely.
back now.
Give us a call back. Let me see. I'm going to tell him now that we're off for now.
In the meantime, Rodney, I'm going to ask you a question. You feel like doing some questions?
I do, brother.
You feel like doing some viewer mail?
You've got
mail.
Letters. We get letters. We get
Stop. Whoa, yes. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Send me an email with all the details.
Another freaking email. Another freaking email song.
Love it, I love it.
The mail's here.
All right, let's start with this one.
Pretty soon the whole show's
yeah.
going to be our mail
You
intro.
know,
That's awesome. I love it.
Here's a question from at Big Bass Man. I think it's interesting because now we're starting to get some emails or some questions. not just through emails, but from Twitter and some of these other social media spots. But at Big Bass Man wants to know if a gobbler is out of range, strutting, and not coming to your call, what do you do?
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's called locking up. A lot of times a gobbler will lock up, meaning they're done. They've committed all the distance they're going to go. Remember, these things are full of testosterone at that time of the year. So they'll lock up just outside of range, waiting for the hens to come. Honestly, there's some tricks of the trade that you can get to get that gobbler. Do not try to get up and get closer to the gobbler. As bad as you want him, trust me, the minute you move, he'll see you and he's out of there. Exactly. So your only chance is to be patient. You don't get them all.
So what'd you call it? Hanging up?
It's called hanging up.
Locking up? What? Hanging up?
Yeah, it's called locking up.
Locking up.
Yeah, they'll hang up just
stopping
outside.
Up?
Stopping up,
I can just throw out a word and be like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Booking up?
That's it.
Booking up? Okay,
that's it. That's it. So
is it mind games they're playing with each other?
No,
the turkeys,
or
why is he only going so far?
The turkey comes into the hens. And his thing is, this is it. I got my best feathers out. So they want the hens to close that distance. There's a couple of reasons they won't come the full distance. One is they're not comfortable with the situation. The hen's not reacting. So a lot of times you can get a moving decoy, a movable decoy, and give them just a little twitch here and there. You can get the ones that are activated by wind,
sure,
and blowing circles. A lot of times that brings them in a little closer. They're waiting for some kind of response from that hen. So if they're not getting any kind of response, sometimes they just hem up, lock up,
okay,
look up, stop,
clam up.
Ryan Smith says, buy a funky chicken.
Yes.
Best decoy I have ever used.
Yes.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Best dance I ever did in high school too.
Yes. And actually best recipe I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah. No, not really.
I believe Rodney off follow
on
the lemmings, man. I'll follow you off the cliff. You say it.
That's my man right there. I'm cooking funky chicken.
I love
white boy.
I love when Ryan Smith is participating in our show.
Man, I can't wait to meet Ryan Smith.
Trevor from Palatka, Florida says, jigs or plastic for bass? Question mark. Jigs or plastic?
Everything has their what would you say? I'm gonna let Nick answer.
Okay,
this.
fair enough.
What would you say, Nick?
Mr. Neutron?
Neutron Nick.
Spider jig.
Well, we loved them spider jigs. Our Rodney Rogers outdoor spider jig. We actually went. Well, Nick and I last weekend or whatever weekend it was, the weekend before, we tried to go do some red fishing.
Absolutely not.
New boat. So it was just too windy. So we resorted into going bass fishing. So we caught some bass on some rattle traps.
Yeah, we got bass on rattle traps,
crankbaits, one or two on rattle trap, one or two on crankbaits. And then we just threw on that Rodney Rogers spider jig, and that was it. I mean,
so do you ever use plastic then?
Well, they're plastic, so they would be.
But they plastic jigs.
Yeah. Well, most jigs are plastic. So basically, what he's talking about, would you use plastic worms or stuff like that, lizards?
Okay.
So they all have their place. They really do.
Yep. Seasons.
Yeah, I mean, this goes to that adage of bass fishing when you and I first started. Bass fishing is such a volatile, there's no one bait that you can use. It'd be the Rapala. I've said it many times. Wouldn't you agree?
I'd agree.
If all baits were going to be illegal tomorrow except the Rapala,
all day.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
So I mean that's pretty much an all around bait. So jigs have their places, plastic. But here's the cool thing: you can fish your plastic everywhere you can fish a jig, but you can't fish a jig everywhere you fish a plastic. You see what I'm saying? So it has its,
Interesting.
So there are swim jigs there, but so it's your plastics are a lot more versatile.
Okay.
So I hope that helped. That makes sense.
Yeah, sometimes.
You can do one without the other, but you can't do the other with the one.
Exactly.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At Tanglewood 23
Tanglewood
wants to know what type of fishing pound test when fishing for reds, flounder, and trout. I usually use Power Pro 15 pound. It has become pretty expensive. I'm looking for an alternative suggestion, or do I just stick with it?
Stick with it.
Stick with it all day.
Yeah, stick with it because here's let me give you a little tip. I spool my Power Pro from beginning to end, meaning I don't back it. Some people put a backer on it, so what they'll do is they'll put like cheap monofilament halfway through the spool, and then they'll put
Spool the
the
rest.
Power Pro on the rest of it, and that'll make it half the cost.
But
if you spool the whole spool, when your line starts to wear out a couple of years into it, you're not keeping monofilament or fluorocarbon on for a couple of years. Then you can spool it on back to forward and have the new line on the outside.
Okay.
You'll never you never use the.
Yeah, you'll never use the very end of
Okay.
it. So you just spool it backwards onto another reel that you have, and you just rejuvenated that. And then,
sure.
Obviously, yeah. So just go that route. That's what I do. I can't remember. I mean, the only time I buy a new line is when I go up to Black Dog Bait and Tackle, and I tell them, give me the Rodney Rodder Special. They hook me up with a new rod and reel, and they put, that Power Pro, and always use a fluorocarbon leader when you're fishing with those. So
okay.
I hope that helped.
That's incredibly valuable. Now, one more from Callaway at Cross Creek, Florida. Not sure where that's at, but I'm dying to go duck hunting. I'm 17.
Oh.
It's going to sit back and drink some coffee. It's going to be a minute here.
Okay.
I'm 17, no boat, no dog, kind of screwed. I know, but I'm wanting to know if there's anywhere here where I should try and hunt. I live on Elgin Air Force Base, and we absolutely have no ducks whatsoever.
Elgin Air Force Base. Where is that?
Where is that?
That's up close, up to
Panama?
Georgia, isn't it? I think it's Georgia area. And we absolutely no ducks whatsoever, at least not that I've seen. So here's what I'm wanting to know. Where should I check out? I'm not asking for your spot or your WMA, which I have learned from you is your wildlife management area.
Yeah.
Or a public land named to start my scouting. In those areas, I'm not asking for your spot. In those areas, can I hunt ducks without a boat? Also, what do I need? This is going to be a whole nother episode, but let me finish. We'll give them the nutshell. I was going to start with 2 calls and about a dozen decoys. Thoughts? I'm really wanting to learn how to do this. I don't want to pay an outfitter. I want to learn. Help is greatly appreciated. There's a whole lot going on there.
Okay, there's a couple of ways.
Absolutely.
Okay, you can hunt without a boat, and you can do it. There's several places. Look at your wildlife management areas. Emerald Marsh is
fantastic.
One of the best hunting, duck hunting, setups that the state has ever made. There's 3 out there that are like that, and it's in a place to where you don't have. You're far enough out that you don't need a boat. It's only waist deep.
Yep.
Less than that in most places. Get you a little styrofoam. Get you a cooler, or build you something that'll float on it and walk yourself up, and go out there in the daytime and do some scouting. This is where the first year I went duck hunting. This is my 15th season. I look back on my records. This is actually my 15th season duck hunting. So I'm pretty proud of that. My first year, I actually went duck hunting with binoculars. We went to identify, look at areas, and that's how I found Emerald Marsh. Turned out to be one of my absolute favorite areas. Second of all, do your research on get in duck hunter forums, watch Rodney Rodder's Outdoors. I will give you where we duck hunt.
Yeah.
I have no
You're
problem.
not that guy. Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
Exactly.
As a matter of fact, paddling out to our spot, this guy hits us with a spotlight and he goes, "Hey, you think you're a little close, don't you?" I said, "No, sir. I'm a very good shot." So
matter of fact, you're like, come join us.
Yeah. So, and as a matter of fact, we were in canoes and we killed more ducks than everybody pulling in.
Absolutely.
Airboats, duck boats.
Yep.
I mean, we slammed them and we're in canoes.
Yeah.
You can get to our spot by walking through the water. It's a little long walk, but you can do it. Could you not?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think one of the major things is check your local lakes. How many local lakes you have there?
Yes.
Look at those lakes and see what the housing situation is around the lake. What's the law on that?
You can hunt any lake in the state of Florida as long as it's not designated city limits.
There you go.
You can legally duck hunt any lake. Now, look at the ordinances and make sure that you can fire a shotgun off. If you're inside the city limits, you cannot. If you're like Lake Toho is partial city, mostly county, then you've got areas. So do your research on the lakes around you.
Absolutely.
Grab your binoculars.
Yep.
That's going to be your best tool for the first year.
Yep.
That's where I always recommend duck hunting. Start with your binoculars. Buy your duck tag because you may find a spot of all spots. Buy your duck tag. The first year I did it, that's exactly what I did. My buddy and I bought our binoculars. We just went duck looking. We bought our tags. We bought everything to hunt. We just didn't hunt.
That's great.
And I'll tell you what, it was a blast. We spotted more. It's the only time I've ever seen a cinnamon teal, ever. It's a duck. I've never seen one since, and that was the only time I've seen a cinnamon teal.
Exactly.
So it was a great trip. I mean, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, hopefully that helps him a little bit. Of course, watch Rodney Rogers Outdoors. Ask all the questions you want.
Do you know there are only 4 places in Florida? Only 4 places in the United States named Turkey.
No, what now?
Really?
Exactly.
That's
about the most silence we've ever had on this show. That was pretty awesome.
That was like crickets, cricket.
This land is my land. There are 4 places in the United States named Turkey.
Okay.
Louisiana's Turkey Creek is the most popular.
Yep.
440 residents.
Ooh.
There's Turkey, Texas.
Really?
Turkey, North Carolina. And Turkey Creek, Arizona. What do you think about that?
That's amazing.
Some turkey facts?
I do.
Okay.
And then I got a text to read.
Oh, you do, really?
Yep.
Read your text.
It's a long one. So do your turkey fact. Are you going to do my text first?
Sure.
You can let the music play. I'm okay with that.
No, I'm going to give you something better.
Okay, give me something better.
You like something better? Is this a melancholy?
It's the young man, not quite like that. It's Dear Mr. Rodney, this is from Parker.
Oh, nice.
I enjoyed the duck hunt last weekend. I had a blast. It was an experience I will never forget. Nick was nice for letting me hunt with him. It's just kind of what we do. This is a ton more than I experienced than I would have thought the hunt would be. So
wow.
That's
great.
Thank you so much for letting me go on this hunt with you. It was a great way to kick off my duck hunting experience. Thank you so much, Mr. Rodney. In Alabama at our property. And tell Mr. Nick that I said thank you. Again, thank you so much. I had a blast. Parker Shellnut, a.k.a. Georgia Boy. Right on, man.
Absolutely.
See, that is what I'm talking about.
That's why we do what we do.
Yeah.
That's it.
Stop crying. You need a napkin?
I listen. I'm emotional. I'm about to.
Okay. He said something else about the old man that got grouchy when he dropped the shotgun.
Listen, Parker.
Put all that. Thank you, Parker. Appreciate it. Buddy.
That's very nice.
Let's talk turkey.
Yeah, that's everything else seems irrelevant now because that really is that's what we do, right?
That is honestly that's what we do.
It.
Absolutely,
that's fantastic.
What we do.
What?
Go ahead.
No,
I know. Can somebody please pass me a tissue?
All right,
let's do it. Turkey.
Son, in New York, the day before Thanksgiving, it says, "I hate to ruin your day, son, but I got to tell you, your mother and I are divorcing. 45 years of misery is enough." "Pop, what are you talking about?" the son screams. "We can't stand the sight of each other any longer. We're sick of each other, and I'm sick of talking to you about this, so you call your sister in Chicago and you tell her." The frantic son hangs up the phone, explodes on the phone, calls his sister, and she says, "Like heck they're getting divorced. I'll take care of this." And she calls Phoenix immediately, screams at her father, "You are not getting divorced. Don't do a single thing until I get there. I'm calling my brother back. We'll both be there tomorrow. But until then, you hear me? Don't do anything." Okay. They're both coming for Thanksgiving. They're paying their own way.
That's good stuff right there.
But anyways, have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Enjoy your family members, day off, the meal, football games,
We're playing football.
Black Friday if you're into that kind of thing. But most of all, don't forget to give thanks.
And don't forget Cyber Monday, NicoleWayne.com. I know a great way to get your turkey. Am I doing it again? Where am I at? Come on.
You're killing this.
No.
You're
Ready?
done.
As my mama said 18 million times, and I pray I get to say it half as much. Happy birthday, sis. I love you. You kids
Love
get
you,
outside
sis.
and stay.